Yo, what's up guys? Today, Jagex have released the first playable beta for the Mining and Smithing Rework. This is an update that they announced a long time ago, and this beta just proves that it's getting closer and closer to actually being released. So in this video, we're just going to go and check it out. So this says, welcome to the Mining and Smithing beta. This beta only includes the core mechanics of the rework skills, as such you cannot leave this square or access any other content. During the beta everyone counts as a member, that's pretty good. The NPCs can give you gear and set your levels, and you can also play full do-it-yourself if you want to try leveling. We really want to hear your feedback on every aspect of the mechanics and balancing. Obviously not going to go into too much depth in this video, just going to be giving you my initial thoughts, not going to be really testing out like XP rates and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out. This has been a very long awaited update. So first thing I noticed, in the middle there's loads of shops, and I think all these shops are just displaying all the different items that are going to be available. So let's take a look at them. You can take any of the shields that are here, and something I noticed straight away is that not only are they called like bronze shield, iron shield, steel shield, but some of them have +1s next to them. And if we take a look at this normal steel shield, it has 69 armor, and the steel shield +1 has 72 armor. So it seems like these are going to be upgrades within the shields. And they have them for the rest of the shields. I mean, Mithril Shield has up to +2, so does the Adamant one, then Rune Shield has up to +3, and then we get up to these new types of armor, and they're called Draclith, Necronium, Bane, and Elder Rune. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's just armor. I'm pretty sure you might be able to make weapons from these things as well. And I think I read in the chat somewhere from one of the mods, they said that the items pictures are just placeholders. So the images next to the items aren't going to be the final ones on release. They're just there to give you like a quick indication. But yeah, if we take a look at the Elder Rune shields, the regular Elder Rune shield gives you armor of 442 and a life bonus of 385. And if we take a look at the +5, which I'm assuming is the best one, it seems like it is, it gives you 500 armor and a life bonus of 560. So that's a real big bonus. I'm not sure how you actually get from the normal Elder Rune shield to +5. I'm sure we'll find out in this video. And there's an Elder Rune shield that has decorated on it. I'm not sure what it is. Might just be like a... Actually, I'm really not sure what it is. Maybe it's just like a fancy one. Something that just looks good. But I'm not entirely sure. It'd be interesting to see what it is. And the next shop is pickaxes. So we can see all the different types of pickaxes that there are going to be. The new 4 different types of metals are here, the Draclith, Necronium, Bane, and Elder Rune. And something I really like now, if you hover over one of the pickaxes, it says Mining Progress 35 to 105, and it also gives you the rock penetration. So now you can finally tell how different pickaxes are either better or worse than others. We could just take this crystal pickaxe for example. It has a mining progress of 45 to 135 and a rock penetration of 185, and the upgraded crystal pickaxe has a mining progress of 50 to 150 and a rock penetration of 235. Now I'm not entirely sure what the mining progress means, but judging from all the items here, it seems like the upgraded crystal pickaxe is going to be the best pickaxe, just ahead of the Elder Rune pickaxe +5. And this has the same rock penetration as the upgraded crystal pickaxe, however its mining progress is 50 to 140 instead of 50 to 150. Now once again, I have no idea what the mining progress means, but I'm just assuming since it has a bigger number, it is going to be better. Taking a look at the offhand shops, it just has all the different types of offhands, and yeah, I assumed right, you can make weapons out of the new materials. The longsword shop just has the main hand versions, so yeah, here we just have a bunch of weapon shops. We have the two-handers now, and I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see from the shops they have boots, gloves, helms, plate bodies, and plate legs. But moving on to the more exciting one, ores. Now from what it looks like, they're going to be adding quite a few more ores. From what I can tell, the new ones are going to be Luminite, Draclith, Basmatite, Necrite, Dark Animica ore, Elder Runite ore, Light Animica ore, and Living Rock ore. And I've just seen in chat now that Mod Shogun just said, strength makes mining faster and agility makes you have less chance of getting a slower mining swing. So I think it's really cool that other skills are going to have an impact on mining. That may kind of annoy skillers that don't want to train up combat, so I'm not really sure how they'll feel about that. They'll probably be pretty pissed off, but I'm sure Jagex know what they're doing. And as for the bars, as expected, you just have all the old ones, plus the Draclith, Necronium, Bane, and Elder Rune bar. And that is it for the shops, I think, unless I've left one out. I don't think I have. But those seem to be the items that are going to be entering the game, and I've also just seen that I should go talk to Doric, so let's go find him. So I accidentally just handed in some of my decorated items, which I think I had. So I actually just pressed hand in decorated items. And that was that decorated shield that I was talking about before. And that actually got me up to 35 smithing. And that gave me 24,000 experience in smithing. So that's quite a lot of XP for just one shield. But let's see what he has to say about mining. Why do I have 2 bars ahead when I'm mining? The two bars over your head when mining show your stamina and your progress. Stamina is the top one and then progress is the bottom one. We'll find a better way to show this information for the full release. Stamina shows how tired you are, click on rocks to restore it. Low stamina means that you mine slower. Progress shows how close you are to getting your next ore. It goes up every time you strike the rock with your pick. What's with the smoking rocks? Every so often when you're mining, you'll notice an especially taste bit of rock nearby. I call them rockatunites. I think that's rockatunities, there we go. They look like harmonized ore, like smoke puffs. Just click on it and you'll get a chunk of extra XP, that's very nice. Why does this mechanic exist? And it's a reward for paying attention, like birds' nests. I actually really like this, because I heard prior to this beta test that you can now AFK in mining, but obviously if you do AFK you're going to be getting a lot less XP. But I really do like giving the option to the player of whether or not they want to AFK or not, because in the past if you weren't at Stones or that place in Menethos, you would have to pay quite a bit of attention to mining. But now from what it seems you can just AFK if you really want to. Let's see, does clicking on mining rocks make a difference? When you're mining, you'll gradually get tired out. You'll have a higher and higher chance to play a slower animation which reduces your XP and ore rates. The effect is subtle, but at a high level you'll see a 25% penalty for going full AFK. Now that isn't that much of a penalty. Obviously if you're going to be planning on mining for hours and hours, it eventually does add up. But let's say you mine for 10 hours at 100k XP an hour, and that 100k XP an hour is with paying attention. If you don't pay attention at the higher levels, that would be around 750k XP in those 10 hours instead of the 1 mil. So honestly, in my opinion, it's not that bad of a penalty. I don't think a lot of people would mind taking that 25% dip to AFK. And it says to resume your stamina and resume mining at maximum speed, all you need to do is click the rock you are mining. It's up to you how frequently you think it's worth clicking. The fastest that makes a difference is 1 click for every swing of the pickaxe. And then we have the question I was already talking about, can I go AFK? Rocks don't deplete anymore, so you can mine almost completely AFK if you want. Since you're not going to be refreshing your stamina and not clicking on rock opportunities, you'll get less XP and ore. But anyway, let's talk about this guy, about smithing, because we haven't really learned anything about smithing yet, apart from the fact that you can smith the shields and armor and weapons we just saw. Why do I have 2 bars above my head when I'm smithing? The 2 bars above your head when smithing show your progress top and heat bottom. We'll find a better way to show this information for the full release once again, and the progress shows how close you are to finishing the item. It goes up every time you strike the item with your hammer. Heat shows how hot your item is. Higher heat means faster progress and faster XP. You get the same XP per bar regardless. At 0 heat, you can't smith the item anymore and you need to reheat it at the forge to continue. Right, so that's interesting. So you can't actually AFK smithing, but you can AFK mining. Because obviously, like it said, you're just going to need to reheat your hammer every so often. What's all this about a hopper? A hopper is like a shared bank for ores and bars. You can deposit ores on bars, either noted or straight out of the ore bag, at any furnace, forge or anvil. When mining, you might as well dump your stuff straight into the hopper rather than going to a bank. When smelting and smithing, you can use ores and bars straight from the hopper. When smelting, remember to put your bars back in the hopper when your inventory is full. Like a bank, you only have 1 hopper, but you can access it anywhere in the world. Alright, so that's pretty interesting. So it's basically like a bank for ores and bars. And I'm assuming the hopper is going to be next to every single furnace, so you're going to be able to smith stuff a lot quicker. You won't have to be running from the bank to the furnace every time. So just taking that into consideration, I'm assuming training smithing is going to be a lot faster. Oh, here we go. The question that we actually wanted to ask the guy before. What are decorated items? You can get better XP by decorating your items and handing them into me. You need to get a rune item or better and upgrade it all the way to decorated. I'm sure we'll be decorating an item soon. Then bring it to me and I'll take it off your hands and give you some sweet XP for your trouble. Do decorated items have any other use? No, once you decorate them, you can only hand them in for an XP sink, and I'm assuming that's going to be a really expensive way of training, because obviously you're not going to be able to sell it back to the Grand Exchange. Once it's decorated and you can only hand it into this guy. And like I just said, you might want to trade or sell your items instead, but in that case, you should do that before you decorate them. Decorating and handing them in is the fastest XP, but it destroys the item and is also the most expensive, like we just said. And finally, what is item upgrading? From iron, you can upgrade your items. You get the same XP per bar regardless, but upgrading gets you the XP faster than making base items. How much you can upgrade an item depends on the material tier. Upgraded items are better in combat too. Alright, so we'll be doing all that very shortly. But first, I think I am going to start off with mining. So just going to start off from level 1, see how it is. Let's get ourselves a mining pickaxe. Obviously, we're probably just going to start off with an iron pickaxe and then move our way up. So before it said I was going to have 2 bars above my head, but it seems like I only have 1. And something that's very interesting, which I've just realized, is you don't get XP every time you get an ore. You get XP for the amount of swings at the rock. So you get an ore, it seems like, every time this bar fills up. However, you'll just be constantly getting XP. And I've just realized that we have an ore bag in our inventory, so that's going to be really nice to help AFK with. And there we go, we get our first level, level 2 mining. Not gonna lie, it did take quite a while, and since I only have one bar above my head, I'm not sure if I should just be like spamming every time I hit the rock, if that's gonna be faster. Alright, just set my mining to 50 so I don't have to mine tin. And there we go, we got the 2 bars, so I thought it might actually come in at a later level. The top bar is going to be my stamina, so it's going to be filled up every time I click. And then the bottom bar is my progress bar, as you can see, like we learned earlier. And actually in this beta, we can set up a rune metrics thing, so we can check how much XP we're getting every hour. Let's just sit this down at the bottom. Holy shit, what the hell happened to this guy? He's got the sword just like sticking through his chest. So yeah, I've been mining, just AFKing for a bit. Seems like these Luminite ores give around 35k XP an hour at level 50. I'm guessing at level 40 just because you can actually mine them at level 40. But from what I can see, I actually do really enjoy the concept. So now that we've tried mining, I'm going to move on to smithing. So we've got around 10k of each ore. We are going to put it in the hopper. To access the hopper, all you have to do is right click on the furnace and then you can select the option there. And we just have a window that popped up. That seems pretty decent. So what ore makes what bars? First up, we have the bronze bar, and that's going to stay the exact same, 1 copper and 1 tin. Iron bars are going to stay exactly the same as well, just 2 iron ores. Actually, didn't that used to be 1 iron ore, but it had a 50% chance of not becoming an iron bar? Pretty sure that's what it's like in the live game, or something similar to that. But now I'm assuming it's just going to be 2 iron ores for 1 iron bar, and it's going to be 100% success rate. For steel, it's going to be 1 iron ore and 2 coal. Mithril bar will be 1 mithril ore and 4 coal. Adamant bars will be 1 adamant ore and 1 luminite ore. Rune bar will be 1 runite ore and 1 luminite ore. A dracolith bar will be 1 dracolith ore. A Necronium bar will be 1 Necrite ore and 1 Phasmatite ore. A Bane bar will be 1 Bane ore and 1 Dark Animica ore. And finally, the best bar is the Elder Rune bar. And this is made with 1 Living Rock ore, 1 Light Animica ore, and 1 Elder Runite ore. And I forgot to mention the smithing level that you can smith them at. Bronze bar, you can smith at level 1, Iron bar level 10, Steel bar level 20, Mithril bar level 30, Adamant bar level 40, Rune 50, Dracolith 60, Necronium 70, Bane 80, and then finally we have the Elder Rune bar at 90. So we're going to make some of these bars and then turn them into stuff, see how much XP we can get from this. Alright, so we made a full inventory of Elder Rune bars. Let's see what we can make. Okay, so we need to put the Elder Rune bars inside the hoppers. I thought the hoppers were only for the ores. So let's try and make an Elder Rune plate body for our first one. Okay, so I just failed making an Elder Rune plate body, but I just realized that you had to click on the heat metal forge for your hammer to actually like do anything to it. And this surprisingly is taking forever. I think the top bar is the progress of me actually making the plate body. So this is actually taking ages and I keep having to heat up my metal. And as you can see for the rune metrics down here, I'm only getting 17k XP an hour. And this is for the best possible plate body. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or what, because I think I saw Mod Shogun say that smithing is much faster at higher levels. And there we go, we finally finished smithing our Elder Rune plate body. I'm pretty sure it just gave me a bunch of XP towards the end, because I'm up to 50k XP an hour now. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that it did. But regardless, we finally made it. And now we can actually make the upgrade for it. And the upgrade requires 1 Elder Rune plate body, which we have, and 5 Elder Rune bars inside the hopper. So this is how you do make the upgrades. The +2 requires the Elder Rune plate body +1 and 10 Elder Rune bars. The +3 requires the +2 and 20 Elder Rune bars. The +4 plate body requires the +3 plate body and 40 Elder Rune bars. The +5 Elder Rune plate body requires the +4 Elder Rune plate body and 80 Elder Rune bars. And then finally, to make the decorated Elder Rune plate body, you just need the Elder Rune plate body +5. However, if you look up here, the XP rates do increase every time you upgrade one of them. So I'm assuming if you do want to train up smithing, the best way to do that is by making these upgrades. And obviously the decorated one at the end if you don't mind losing money. But obviously that would be quite expensive. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the mining and smithing rework. Just remember, this is a beta, so if you do have any feedback or any suggestions, just post them on the Runescape forums or on Reddit. I'm sure Jagex are just looking at everything. I personally really like it, especially mining. I mean, that first experience of smithing wasn't too great. I mean, I was getting 15k XP an hour smithing the first tier of the best plate body possible. And I just had to reheat it up so much, it just really wasn't worth it, it seems. And yeah, you do get more XP the more you upgrade it, but to upgrade it to the fullest would have just taken quite a while, so I just did not want to do that. Either that or I was just doing something wrong, I'm really not sure. However, for the mining aspect, like I said before, I love that they're giving the players a chance to choose whether or not they want to AFK, or just focus solely on the skill. Players should be rewarded not for AFKing, and this is exactly what they've done here. and in general I just like everything about the mining update. Now I just saw in chat that someone just said, "This is sick, I made an Elder Decorated, got 32k XP for handing it in, it took 8 minutes. So I definitely was doing something wrong, but I just tried it again and I still have no idea what I'm doing wrong. If you guys know what it was, please let me know down below, and if you haven't done so already, go check out the beta for yourself. I'll leave a link to where you can actually access it in the description, and let me know your thoughts on it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What aspects do you think can be changed? Do you got any suggestions? Please let me know, I actually really want to hear what you guys think. But for now, that is it from me. As always, thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace!